Since children do not come with manual, parents often struggle to determine how to raise mentally strong, well-rounded, and successful kids. Some parents are strict, while others are lenient. Some are vigilant, while others are distant. I am your advocate, JT Kalingasan of Juan Family Unifier, rekindling the flame of your family relation. And for today's video, I will help you understand the basics of different parenting styles. The four main parenting styles are permissive, authoritative, neglectful, and authoritarian. Each parenting style has different effects on children's behavior and can be identified by certain characteristics as well as degrees of responsiveness and demandingness. The permissive parent. The common traits of the permissive parent are high responsiveness, low demandingness. Communicates openly and usually let their kids decide for themselves rather than giving direction. Rules and expectations are either not set or rarely enforced. Typically goes through great lengths to keep their kids happy, sometimes at their own expense. Permissive parents are more likely to take a friendship role rather than a parenting role with their kids. They prefer to avoid conflicts and will often acquiesce to their children's needs and at first sign of distress. These parents mostly allow their kids to do what they want and offer limited guidance or direction. The authoritative parent. The common traits of the authoritative parents are high responsiveness, high demandingness. Sets clear rules and expectations for their kids while practicing flexibility and understanding. Communicates frequently and they listen to take into consideration their children's thoughts, feelings, and opinions. Allow natural consequences to occur. For example, kids fail quiz when they didn't study, but uses those opportunities to help their kids reflect and learn. Authoritative parents are nurturing, supportive, and often in tune with their children's needs. They guide their children through open and honest discussion to teach values and reasoning. Kids who have authoritative parents tend to be self-disciplined and can think for themselves. The neglectful parent. Common traits of the neglectful parents are low responsiveness, low demandingness. Lets their kid mostly fend for themselves, perhaps because they are indifferent to their needs or are uninvolved or overwhelmed with other things. Offer little nurturance, guidance, and attention. Often struggles with their own self-esteem issues and has hard time forming close relationships. Sometimes referred to as uninvolved parenting, this style is exemplified by an overall sense of indifference. Neglectful parents have a limited engagement with their children and rarely implement rules. They can also be seen as cold and uncaring, but not always intentionally, as they are often struggling with their own issues. The authoritarian parent. The common traits of the authoritarian parent are high demandingness and low responsiveness. Enforces strict rules with little consideration of their kids' feelings or social, emotional, and behavioral needs. Often says, "Because I said so," when their kids question the reasons behind a rule or consequence. Communication is mostly one way from parent to child. This rigid parenting style uses stern discipline, often justified as tough love. In an attempt to be in full control, authoritarian parents often talk to their children without wanting input or feedback. Before this video ends, I just want to ask you a question. What is the best parenting style for you? Of course, when it comes to parenting, there is no one size fits all. You don't need to subscribe to just one type, as there may be times when you have to use a varied parenting style and approach, but in moderation. The most successful parents know when to change the style depending on the situation. At the end of the day, use your best judgment and remember that the parenting style that works best for your family at the time is the one you should use. Again, I am JT Kalingasan, hoping that you have learned something that you can apply into your family. Stay safe and stay inspired.